Paws out here in his hand, so. That wasn't really very good there either. We'll get you going here. It's all about the kids. Nice set of sheep. And some considerations of what you want to do. We like all of them as we get down the line, and they've all got some pieces to them that I think you want to bring up to the top. But with that said, the pair of sheep that come first and second, they're just the dominant players in terms of foot size, in terms of structure. When you get on top of them, these two have the most muscle by quite a bit. They are good in their rib design. I like that about them as well. They open up more through the center portion of their body. So the things that sound like a broken record that I've been talking about all day, but that's where they dominate the sheep that are behind them in class. To analyze the two, I think we might have a little more muscle in terms of right through the center portion of the loin, perhaps right behind in terms of thickness through that rump in the lamb that comes in second. But in terms of balance, I think the lamb that wins the class has an advantage in terms of his style and balance from the side. I like him better from his rib back out through his hip. Into this class 1 winner, that one's kind of special in my mind. That goat's made extremely well. You got to ask yourself, is he thick enough? You get on top of him for 65 pounds or so, really square racked and good out through his loin, tremendous amount of muscle in his hip. He's thick, he's a little round, but he still holds that width from behind. He's not the stoutest bone. As a matter of fact, out of the 3, he's got the least bone, and if I'm going to have a concern with him, that's the thing that I'd like to change. I'd like to see him a little stouter footed. But he opens up well, he balances well. I think he's still soft enough in his rear flank that he carries that back. He's easily the most attractive goat in the lineup if you're going to take a picture on style and balance. The black-headed goat is really thick-made. He's stout bone. He's probably the stoutest bone that we have out here in the drive. He has the advantage there. When you get on top of him, he's got a tremendous amount of muscle down his rack and out through his loin and out through his hip. When you analyze him in terms of his look and design, he's coarser through his shoulder blades, a little coarser on top. When you get into his loin area, he wants to roll his edges a little, and he's not quite as flat and smooth there. He certainly has enough muscle in terms of thickness from behind, but he's not the deepest twisted that we have out here in the drive. So a little coarser, thicker make type goat as compared to the one that comes out of the lighter class. I agree, he's got a little more rib design in him too, and you like that. The goat that comes out of the next one's the more mature goat in the class. He's got the better front end than the black-headed goat. I like that extension through his front end. He opens up really wide. He's kind of in between them on bone. Between the two, certainly has enough. He's good in his rib. He's really thick as you get on top of him, out through his rack and out through his loin. He as well wants to roll his pin a little bit in the loin. And probably the one thing I didn't like about him in class is he's just not as wide out through his pin, and he wants to roll a little more out of that hip. I grant that when you get him on the move, he's got more depth of muscle in his leg than the goat that comes out of the leader class above him. So there's some gives and takes here. You know, my question is which one do I like the best? The one I like the best is class 1.
Here, I really do. Lots of quality, very deep set. I tell you what, for as weird weather that we've been having here in the South, it sure did turn out to be a pretty day today to show cattle. So, and I appreciate all the youngsters that's come in so far. Everybody's being very courteous, and we certainly having a good time. So, I think there's lots of quality in here. I think there's definitely one that kind of just puts all the parts, pieces, and everything together the best for me. From there, it gets a little tighter. So I'll go show you the one that I like the best, and then I'll show you the next one.
Both been winners in the past. We are very proud of them. So today we're going to present the Cash for Kids Scholarship to Bradley Butte. On behalf of Cash for Kids, we are proud to award this reading scholarship in the amount of $1,200. We understand that continuing your education is a major undertaking, both mentally and financially. We at Cash for Kids can see a bright future ahead of you and are pleased that we could help with furthering your education. Over the last 8 years, we have awarded over $62,000 in scholarships to the youth of Wilson County. The money was raised through fundraisers, and some of the money was donated specifically for scholarships, and for this, we are very grateful.
Extremely important. I've seen it all too many times where an animal, no matter what species, you know, can bring an animal from fifth to first. So I think it's not only important to know how to present your animal to the best of your ability, but also just knowing your project is extremely, extremely important. I think the three that we have out here did an excellent job. Young lady that was in here, unfortunately, she had to go out the ring. I don't think her heifer was cooperating, but I sure appreciate her sticking through it. So I want to congratulate her on a job well done. The three, like I said, we have the three youngsters we have out here, I think did a good job, and it's tight. There's definitely things that kind of splitting hairs there. I spoke to the young lady about some things that maybe why she's standing where she is today, and I have the two youngsters out here who are competing for first and second, but she did an excellent job. It was very subtle things that separated her apart. I want to commend her on that, though, for doing a great job. I think that the two young men out here did an awesome job. I think one of the heifers was cooperating a little bit better than the other. I think that the way the young man responded to the way that heifer was acting up was very appropriate and made the right moves. I think there's one that he just nailed his questions, knew everything about it, loved the intensity. I'm a big eye contact kind of a person. He always knew where I was at all times. I really appreciate that about that individual. And the one I'm talking about is the young man circling right here. He'll go ahead and be your champion in this division. Really good division of showmen. Let's give them all a hand for this particular division. I think they all did an excellent job. I talked to the youngsters here, but I might have changed the hair. And I think they did an excellent job as well. Just need to do some tweaking on certain things. Three I have in front of me, I think, did a really, really good job. There's definitely three different types of showmen in my mind. I think some are a little bit just calm, some are a little more intense. I think all three of them did an excellent job, though, and especially on questions, I think did relatively well. The one that I'm going to go ahead and use today for this particular division did the most outstanding of being on point with their animal, gave you good eye contact the entire time, which I already said I'm a very big proponent of. I like the intensity that they gave me. Maybe one question short, but that's not going to bother me today. As far as presenting their animals, they're by far the best. I'll go out there and show you the person I'm talking about. Show here on the Brahman side of things, I think we have a lot of depth, a lot of quality. I'm going to try to give everybody a fair shake, make sure I get every angle of view as I sort of logically as I can. And I think these two kind of come up to the top and breaking down this particular class. I think both these animals are built extremely good to the ground. They're very flexible, they're very big-legged, they have a really big feet. I think I really commend both of those cows for having that same kind of attribute. The one that I'm going to lead off with today, though, for me, is from the profile when the young man gets that one set up and gets him down in his spine. He just pulls himself together and just really, really drives an attractive hind leg. He looks really good up front, and he pulls everything wrestles directly behind his shoulder, but lots of volume there. I appreciate that calf for as big middle, as deep bodied he is. He looks easy feeding. He still balances up good from the side because all his pieces fit together. He's very proportional. And like I said before, his feet and legs are definitely a good thing, and I really commend him on that.